Good day everyone. In this lesson, I will discuss to you on how to create your first program in Java. When writing a program in Java in your computer, it requires the following. First, a JDK or the Java Development Kit. So you can download the recent copy of JDK for free at the Oracle website. Once you have downloaded or once you have installed the JDK, next is you need a text editor like Notepad, wherein you write there your codes, or you use an integrated development environment or IDE. So this IDE is a software application that you can use in writing a program. So using IDE is much easier in terms of writing program than using a text editor. So the following is a list of some of the IDEs that you can use in writing Java program. First is we have the BlueJ, next the NetBeans, the jcreator, the Eclipse, the IntelliJ, and we have the JBuilder. So you can download this IDE at their website for free. So for our lesson, we will use the jcreator. If you don't have a computer, you can also write a Java program on a Java online compiler. So there are websites wherein you can test your programs. So these are some of the sites that you can use in creating your programs. Or else you can download a Java compiler applications on your mobile phones. So just visit Google Play Store or Apple Store. So how to start your first program in Java? So if you have a jcreator installed in your computers, so just click the jcreator. So there are two versions of jcreator. We have the jcreator LE and the jcreator Pro. So click the jcreator. So it will display its environment or its IDE. So next thing you need to do is to click the new file to create your program, or else select file, then new, then file, or control N. So a file wizard will appear. So there are folders here. So just click Java classes, then Java class. So your program created in Java is treated as a class. Then click the next button. So we have here, you need to write the name of your program or the name of your class. So in naming your program in Java, there are rules that must be followed. First is we have, you need to use alphabetic characters of either case A to Z, lowercase a to Z, or uppercase A to Z, numbers from 0 to 9, underscores, and $sign. So name your class close to its functionality. Third, for all class names, so the first letter should be in uppercase. So this is for the purpose of proper naming convention. Though it will not be an error if you name your program in lowercase. Next is, if several words are used to form a name of the class, so each inner word's first letter should be in uppercase. Then it cannot start with a number. So when you name a program in Java, so it should not start with a number. Next is use of special characters are not allowed. So like for example, the use of spaces, asterisks. So they are not allowed in naming your program in Java. Then white space cannot be used in naming classes. So when we say white space, simply the space. Then keywords cannot be used in naming your class. So what does it mean? Keywords, these are special words used in Java. So these words has a special meaning in Java language. So they cannot be used as name of your Java program. So again, so you need to follow all those rules when you name your Java program. So like I said, your program in Java is treated as a class. So it should have a class name. So class name is similar to the file name. So kung unsay name ng imong unsay file name ng imong program, so that is the class name of your program in Java. Like for example, we have here first Java. Then you click for the location where to save your Java program, like for example in desktop. Then click finish button. So this is your source editor wherein you write your Java program. So the basic form of a Java program is we have public class. So the first line is the class name. Then public static void main string args. So the first line in your Java program includes the class name. So the class name is after the word class. So like I said, your program in Java is treated as a class. So this class name, as I mentioned earlier, so this is same as the file name of your program. Kung sa file name sa program, ang pupud na siya ang class name. So just simply copy the file name. So the file name of our program is first Java. So right here, first Java. So a Java program is case sensitive. So meaning to say, lowercase letters are different from uppercase letters. Next, after this line is we have a squiggly braces. So an open and closed squiggly brace. Then inside the open closed squiggly brace is the main. So we have here the public static void main. So main is a keyword in Java. It is a special method wherein all the execution begins when it reads the main method. So when you run your program, so ang first niya na basahon is ang naa sulod sa imong main na statement. So after the statement sa main, so it has a open close squiggly braces. So inside this open close squiggly brace, where you write the program statement. So what will your program do? These statements here na in color green siya. So this is what we call comments. So comments are used as descriptions of your program or of your statements. So comments are ignored by your compiler. So meaning to say, dili sila basahon. So pwede rin mo siya i-delete ang comments. So we will discuss further on comments on our next topic. So again, so inside the main is your program statements. So kung unsay i-execute ng imong program or unsay himuon ng imong program. So the common statements that a program will do is to display an output. So the output statement used in Java is we have the system.out that print and terminated by a semicolon. So this statement is used for displaying result or for displaying output. For this lesson, so ang atong i-display is a string literal. So sa may string literal. So these are a collection, or these are alphanumeric values. So it could be letters, it could be numbers, or it could be special characters. So a string literal is enclosed in a double quote. So mag-display kag string, i-enclose na siya sa double quote. So anything that is enclosed in a double quote will be displayed. So regardless kung na siya space, kung na siya special characters, so pwede ra siya. Like for example, in our program here, so we will display the word first Java program. So next thing that we will do is to compile our program. So what's the purpose of compiling? So our program has what we call a compiler, or our jcreator has a compiler. So ang purpose ng compiler is to translate your program into language na masabtan ng atong computer, which is the machine language. So since di man makasabot ang atong computer nan high-level languages. Aside from translating it to machine language, another purpose of compiler is to check if your grammar is correct, or if ang syntax sa imong program is correct siya. So if ang grammar is correct, pag compile na mo ng imong program, so successfully i-translate na niya into machine language. Otherwise, mo display siya ng error. So by the way, you cannot run your program kung naa siya error. So you need to fix the error sa program. So ato siya i-compile. So by clicking the compile file, so mo display it on process completed, meaning to say successfully na translate ang imong program. So once ma-compile na siya, so it will create a .class na file. So we have here first java.class. So this .class file is what we call the object code or the bytecode. So this will be the file na i-interpret ng imong GVM para masabtan niya ang imong taghimo na program. So ang .class na file, pwede rin na nimo siya i-delete. Kay once imo na pud i-compile ang program, i-create na man pud siya pag-outro. But never delete your .java file. Kay pag i-delete nimo ang .java file, automatic mawala na jud ang imong program. So again, kay process completed naman siya. So walay error ang atong program. So ang next nato buhaton is to run your program. So ato tanawon kung unsay output sa atong program na taghimo. So just click the execute button. So mo display siya, the output of our program is first Java program. So walay labot ining si process completed. So it is just like kuan lang siya sign na nahuman ang program. Ni execute successfully ang inyong program. So the output again is first Java program. So we will simulate our program. So ngano ni produce siya ng first Java program. So when you run your program, so ang first niya na basahon is ang imong main. So dali siya sa imong main na line. So everything that is inside your main will be executed. So ang first na statement on the main is we have the system.out.print. So pagbasa niya ng system.out.print, so pasabutan niya, mo display siya. So na-read ng imong program na iya i-display. So unsa may ang i-display ang inside sulod, ang inside sa open close parenthesis, which is a string literal. So inside the double quote is we have here first no words, which is capital F. So first, then a space, so we have space, then we have word Java, which is capital J, then we have space again, so dyan siya space, then a program, which is capital P. So after this, wala na yung next na statement, so that is why ni-stop ang program. So ang iyang output is first Java program. So how you write your statements or your string inside the double quote, so amo sab na siya ang iyang i-display na output. So kung capital letter siya, so ang iyang output is in capital letter. Kung naa siya space, so naa pud siya space. So mo reflect ang imong output kung unsa ang naa sa imong program. So next, so we will add another statement. So system, mag-display na sa kita. So system.out.print. So I know this is easy. So nag-add kita another statement, output statement. So ang ato tag butang sa atong output statement is mo display siya ng I know this is easy. Then kay nag-add man kita another statement, so we will compile. So naa siya error ang atong program. So wala mo succeed ang pag-compile ni Jack kay kita man siya error. So ang tawag ana sa ilang mga error is compile error. So ni-occur ang error during pag-compile nimo sa imong program. So ni-display dire ang iyang error na error semicolon expected. So pasabutan na niya na ay kulang na punctuations sa imong program. So, pag i-double click ni siya, so dyan ay arrow, so mo-point siya sa line kung asa dapit ni occur ang error. But, dili most of the time. Kaya there are instances na ni-point siya sa kanan na line pero wala din ang error. It could be above sa eja or sa below sa kanan na statement. So, just don't be confused. So, lang siya sa ini na line kuno ni occur ang error, expected semicolon. So, kung lang sa kitag semicolon expected, it doesn't necessarily mean na semicolon ang kulang. So, murag aram po siya ka broad ang iyang error. So, jay iba na, it's either kulang siya ng tuldok or any punctuations ang iyang error. Pag amo ni siya ang error na mo display. So, for this line, so ato siya i-check. So, kulangan siya ng semicolon. Again, for every system.out.print mo end siya ng semicolon. So, na-adjust siya terminator. Then, compile. Then, run. So, ang iyang output command, so, kaganina is first Java program. Then, we add another output statement which will display I know this is it. This is easy. Then exclamation. So ang iyang output is nisumpay lang siya. So if you want to display this statement on the next line, so we will use another method which is the println. So the system.out.println. So unsa man si println? So that stands for next line. So, meaning to say, ang next statement is mo display siya on the next line or mo naog siya. So, since si second statement, si I know this is easy, man ang atong i-down on the next line or i-display on the next line. So, we will use println sa ining first statement nato. So, pag ato siya i-simulate lang siya system.out.println, pasabot ang next ni output is next line siya. So, ay siya sa next line. So, first output niya is, for example, first Java program. So, kaya naman siya ln. So, next output niya is on the next line. So, since ang may next na statement, so we have I know this is easy. This is easy. So, amo na bali ang iyang output using the println. So, ang nagsunod sa ija, mo display siya on the next line. If you will add an ln here, so, kung naay next na output, so, muna output siya. So, since wala may next ni output, so, it will only create a next line. So, naa siya space dire. So, naa siya new line dire. So, that is for output statement using system.out.print and system.out.println. So, you can also use \n to indicate new line. So this \n is an example of an escape sequence. So this will be used inside a string literal. Like for example, we have here first Java program. So for example, ato i-display ang word na Java program on the next line or in a new line. So mag-add lang ka ng \n before the word Java. So ang iyang output, so ang Java program is ma-display siya on the next line or on the new line. So from first, then space, nakanamay dyan na encounter na \n which is a new line. So mo create si dyan ng new line, then Java program, so i-display ni dyan ang Java program sa kana na line. Or for example, dire magbutang ito \n, compile. So we will create another new line. So first space \java \n, then Java program. So mo down ang Java program. So take note diri sa atong statement system.out.println. So mo create siya new line, di ba? So this is the new line for the println. So pag abot niya sa next statement, system.out.println \n, so pasabot mo create na po siya another new line. So dire, instead si I know this is easy, mo display sa inyo na line na kay naa may \n, so mo create siya another new line. So ari siya dire. Then ang statement na I know this is easy, so i-display niya ang word na I know this is easy. Then another new line for this system.out.println sa inyo na line. So you can either use system.out.println or pwede ra sa \n. So that is how to create a new line in Java. So next is the common errors na inyo ma-encounter. We will discuss the common error na ma-encounter ninyo when you write your program. So one of the common errors is ang class name. So usually, lahi ang ilang file name sa ma-type nila na class name diri. So for example, ang atong file name rather is first Java, which is capital J. Then pag type nato diri sa atong class name, mag small letter J siya. So that will occur an error. So ang iyang error is first Java is public should be declared a file name first Java. So ang atong class name diri is first Java na small letter J. So meaning to say dapat i-save kuno siya as ang iyang file name as first Java na small letter J. Naka ang file name diri is first Java capital J man. So mao siya ni occur ng error. So be careful. So dapat jud kung unsa ang imong file name, amo jud na siya ang imong class name. Then another error is we have this one. So J-Iban, ang string may small letter. So lang siya cannot find symbol. So, wala niya ma-read ang word na string, which is small letter s. So, again, ang string na word is capital S. So, keyword siya sa Java. So, since keyword man siya, so dili siya pwede gamiton as name sa imong file or name sa imong class. So, wala niya ma-read ang word na string. So, amo na ang error rather, cannot find symbol. Then we have here, like for example, ang system dot, nahimo niya na comma. So, ang error niya is not a statement and semicolon expected. So, isa lang ang atong tagbutang na error, pero ang iyang statement or ang iyang error statements is duha. So, common pud na siya. Matingala mo, grabe kamok ang errors niya, pero isa ra ba dyan to siya. So, kaya nga naman, iya tanan tag-display kung unsay possible na mga error na mo-occur sa kana na statement or sa kana na syntax. So, kung unsay mga ni-match na error statement sa kana na syntax. Like for example, this one. So, not a statement. Then, lang siya, semicolon expected. So, again, ang iyang error is semicolon expected, pero ang iyang error diri is not a semicolon, but a comma. So, once makasugat kita ng semicolon expected, usually, ang iyang error ana is naa sa punctuations. So, either tuldok ang kulang or ang tuldok na yung comma or na kulang siya semicolon. So, nga na lang siya. And then, for example, wala ma-close ang imong string literal. So, ang iyang error ana is unclose string literal. Then, illegal character. So, kani siya na error ang iyang pagbasa ini. Kaya diba, like I said, ang escape sequence should be enclosed in a string literal. So, na siya sulod sa double quote. So, mo siya ni error sa siya. So, unclosed string literal. So, pag makasugat di mong error na unclosed string literal, so, directly go to the system.out.print katong sa double quote. So, mo-add to ka automatic sa double quote. Kaya naana dito ang iyang error. So, either walay pares ang imong quotes, ang imong double quote. So, wala siya ma-close. Then, for example, this parenthesis. So, another error here, not a statement, and so may colon expected. So, ang iyang kulang is also, again, parenthesis gihapon. Then, another error, this one. So, print ln, ang iban mahimo na nila 1n. Kaya amo-amura ko no. So, cannot find symbol. So, 1n sa non-ln. So, again, when you find an error na mulang siya cannot find symbol, so, wala ma-read. So, wala ma-recognize ang kana siya na statement or ang kana na word. So, muna siya ang pasabot ana niya. Then, we have, for example, curly brace. Kulangan siya curly brace. So, we have here, error reach end of file while parsing. So, this error is usually ang imong kulang siya kuan curly brace, wala mapares ang imong curly brace. Then, ang nahitabo, wala ang imong class, like for example, this one. So, ang imong main, na siya pares, pero ang imong class, wala siya ma-close. So, amo na siya ang iyang error pod na asa curly brace or squiggly braces. If ang iyang error is end of file while parsing. So, those are the common errors na ma-encounter when writing a Java program. So, it is really important that you fix those errors. So, ang error, duha ka type ang errors. So, first is they have the compile time. So, when we say compile time, so these are errors na ma-occur pag i-compile ni mo ang program. So, pareha itong kaganina, compile time ato siya. So, kung compile time, dili jud na mo run ang imong error unless imo siya i-fix or imo siya i-debug. Another type of error is we have runtime. So, ni-run na ang imong program, then, ni-occur ang iyang error during pag-run. Like, for example, let us say, nag-inputting ka, then mali ang imong tag-input na value, wala mo match sa tag-required sa imong program. So, dito ni display ang iyang error. Napoy another error pa ba dya, which is kanang sa logical. Ni-run na ang imong program, correct siya, ni-run ang imong program, but then, pag-display sa output is wrong. So, ang sayop niya is in the logic part sa imong program. Sa pag-analyze nimo sa problem or ang pag-analyze nimo sa pag-create nimo ng program. So those are the types of errors na ato ma-encounter when we create our programs. So most of the topic for these lessons is naa na siya sa atong module. So wala na ako siya tag-include pag-discuss diri because it's all about the history of Java naman. So that's all for this lesson. So if you have any questions, so feel free to ask. That's all and thank you.